I've always said that if you're going to give us a 2 hour movie, if you're going to produce a 2 hour movie, you should make sure that the 2 hours is worth the time of the viewer. Any viewer at all, it should be worth our time. And I spent 2 hours watching Adire and I did not enjoy the movie. I don't know about you, but I did not enjoy it. It wasn't worth the time. It was too long. Too long for the story that, they told. For the kind of acting that we saw. I also felt like there were like too many people in the movie. Too many people in the movie. And I normally would, take the characters one after the other. But because these people, they are mean, I cannot do that. I'll just go straight into why I'm confused about this movie, as to why I did not enjoy the movie, as to why I just did not enjoy the movie. I was just like watching and watching and watching and watching. So let's go to the part where let's just delve into straight. Why am I confused about this movie? Why didn't I enjoy this movie? Let's just go straight. So my confusion started when Adire, she's this prostitute who runs away from her pimp and then goes to this town. And I thought that the idea was she moving out or she running away was to start a new life. Now you go to this village, you rent this apartment, and later in the evening you dress like how you used to, like someone who wants to attract men. And you go to this bar and someone approaches you and you fall back into what or who you were before now. You take money and then you guys go to do whatever, and that is the business that you were into again in this town. I thought she was running away so that she could start over again, so that she could sharpen her skills, so that she could, just focus on this business side of her. But that's not what she did. So I was like, okay, did Adire run from her pimp just so she can just manage her own self? Or she can be a prostitute on her own, where she decides who she sleeps with, how much she charges, and doesn't have to go through any other person? You get? I thought she was going to is it Oyo town just so she can, turn a new leaf, pursue a different path. But no, she goes and it's the same old story. She is a prostitute again. Until this man, Thomas, comes in the picture and then makes her to suddenly realize that she's still a prostitute and she can, stop this kind of life. I thought she wanted to stop. That's why she ran away from her pimp, who is referred to as Captain in this movie. I didn't understand what was going on. All of a sudden, there's a video of her dancing sexually, and then the heads of the men in the town are, turning around and they are all, looking to her. You wanted to run away from this life, remember? How come you're in a different town and you are still living the same life? Oh, that wasn't the plan. Yes, so I was confused. It's one of the reasons why I didn't enjoy the movie. I mean, what was going on here? Now they wanted to portray Captain as someone who was fearful, someone who, had showed no mercy, someone who would come after you if you crossed his line. But he wasn't fearful enough. Captain was not fearful enough at all. And with the man who played this Captain role, he does so well when it comes to these kind of roles. Like, he delivers very well. But this was not one of the 100% performance for these kind of roles. I don't know what went wrong, but his acting did not work well for me with this particular kind of a role. He does well with these roles. Whenever he has to be bad in a movie, 100% he delivers that. But this one, I didn't really see it. I didn't feel the connection. I didn't feel the fear. I was not afraid. Adire herself, I'm sure in the movie she was not afraid because the guy was not very fearful. You get it? He comes to the town, he finds her, and then she ran away with money he was supposed to launder. So he finds her and then says, you know what, I own you, and so you're going to work for me. In fact, we are even going to come up with a new plan using your brothers and stuff to launder this money, and then they are going to go into business. Fine. But then they go to this bar and they go there, and after I watched that scene, I didn't understand why they had to go to the bar, because it didn't add anything to the story. what was it? Is it when they hit Thomas to show that what when Adire said supposedly painful words to Thomas so that he would what they would break up and then Captain will take the lady away or they're going to have the business in the town. So confusion. I did not get the point of that particular scene. In fact, when Captain and his friends, Mr. Captain, when Thomas and his friends came in, they were like, "Where are all these prostitutes from?" The Captain traveled with prostitutes to the place, and we saw them only at the bar that evening, or he went to look for prostitutes in the town to, and then asked them to come to the bar. Oh, what was the message you were trying to send across with that scene? Made no sense. Now there's a second time that Adire wants to escape from Captain again. Now she tries to escape. Captain, comes to the house like, "Why are you going?" He hits her. She tries to defend herself. She hits this man with the iron, the tiny iron. The man passes out. Now there's this handbag of Mame, the mother of the church, who goes, throws in a bottle, sets the place on fire, and then Adire, escapes. In fact, when Adire was leaving the room where Captain was on the floor, she took her bag. When she came out of the door, she wasn't holding her bag any longer. Now, Captain has been hit on the head with an iron. He is in the fire. Then Adire runs downstairs. She's rescued, put on coat. And what happened to Captain? Did he burn? Where's his body? Did Adire and the entire community just close their eyes to someone being in the fire? Adire didn't say a word to them that there's somebody in there. So did she intentionally shut up so Captain could die? Where did the body go? Did he really die? Or he escaped? What happened to Captain? Where is Captain? We don't know. I don't know. To the end of the movie, I didn't know where Captain was. We didn't see any burial. We didn't see any, nothing of the sort. Nothing of the sort. Then at the end of the scene, you see the church women and the people come to the house with brushes and brooms, come and sweep the place. No investigation went on. Nobody was questioned. Adire was not questioned as to where Captain is. His men, the men he came into the town with, they ran off. I mean, Captain's men, did they run off? Where are they? There were too many loopholes in the movie. There were too many questions in the movie. As you watch a question, as you're watching the movie, you're asking questions. You're asking questions. How is this? Where is this? Where is this thing coming from? Didn't really, the calculation, it wasn't adding up. The story was not adding up for me. It was not. Now the church. I'm still trying to figure out how the church fits in the story. Okay, fine. Adire goes to this community. There's a church, and with the mother of the church, Shadi, who is so judgmental, she controls the people. I think she felt threatened by what's the name, Adire's presence, and so she wanted to show who is in charge and who is supposed to be in charge here and all that. I'm just trying to figure out how the church fits in the story. Okay, because Adire started getting close to these women after Shaliwa, came to her house to warn her to stay away from the husband. I mean, that conversation she had with Shaliwa, that you ugly person, and they started crying, and she was like, "I didn't mean it." That part was quite funny. It was interesting. I think one of the nicest things in the movie. Apart from that, nothing else. Sorry. So she gave this Nigeria to this woman, and then the community ladies started realizing that, it's working now. Men are now coming home. They see us to be sexy and stuff like that, so they start coming home, and then the community members like her. They invited to church, invited to their gatherings, and this very judgmental pastor's wife is doing her thing. But then my question is, did Adire go to the church because she was accepted by Shade, who is the pastor's wife now? Because while the woman was being judgmental towards her and all that, she left. She never went to the church. It was just after the woman accepted her or welcomed her before, and then she, went to church and then she went to sing. So my question is, would she have still pursued God if the woman had not accepted her? The judgmental woman of God finds out her daughter is pregnant. She takes the daughter to this abortion center, and the woman tells the daughter, remove your underwear and follow me. We did not need to see the girl removing her underwear. We did not need that, because we got the idea that a woman dragged her daughter out of the house to this abortion center and she wanted an abortion done. We did not need to see the young lady remove her underwear to go into the abortion room. No, we got the idea. We did get the idea. We did get the idea. There was no need to remove the red underwear. There was no need. Absolutely no need. And that fundraising that they organized, it was just the women of the church who were there. I didn't see anybody buying anything from anybody. They didn't even bring people to come and buy, to come and pretend to be buying. It was just the mother of the church who was going around and then being silly and being cynical as usual. Nobody came to buy. Fundraising. That scene didn't end. That part of the story didn't end. We didn't see any amount raised, thank you, hand over, nothing. Nobody came to buy anything. You understand? I think just pockets of scenes that were not complete. I just did not enjoy the movie, honestly. As you can see from my demeanor and then from how I'm speaking, I did not enjoy the movie. I don't know if you have the same view as I have, as I hold. Leave that in the comment section. If you disagree with me, to leave that in the comment section. But I did not enjoy the movie. Out of a 5, I'm going to give this maybe a number 2 for the work done. Okay, so 2 out of 5 for the work done. Some of the acting, I mean, Adire acting this kind of a role is the first time I watched Sister and it was a totally different story, and so this kind of different. Some of the actors did well. I mean, the mother of the church really nailed her role. Actually, she was quite annoying, and so that was a good thing. But then I didn't really enjoy it. So let me know what you made of this movie. Leave that in the comment section. If you disagree, kindly leave that in the comment section. If you agree with me, so kindly leave that in the comment section. Do want to like this video. Do subscribe, part of my family. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Bevelyn. I'll see you again next time. I was hoping I would start this year's business, with an amazing and an exciting review, but Adire did not give me that. So let's see what the year would bring. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again. Until then, do take care, and it's a bye from me.